In this video, I'm going to be going over the exact sales funnel that made me and my clients over $1.2 million in 2024 and how you can implement this exact funnel into your own coaching business. Now, these are some of the sales that me and my clients have been able to generate. $8,500 straight up PIF, 6,000 pounds, which is equivalent to around 9,000 USD, 3K payments for Rahul and Sky Net with 4.5K MRR. As you can see, it's a subscription update. So they've been able to land deals like this with this exact funnel. And this leverage acquisition funnel will allow you to scale past 20K per month without sending any outreach, without posting any content every day, or sending cold emails. Now, the reason why this funnel works extremely well is because it uses the same principles that James McKinsey used to build McKinsey & Company to over $100 billion. Some of the principles he uses is hiring the right talent to do the heavy work for you, working on only high leverage activities, and cheating the system by doing what nobody else is doing. Last year, they did over $13 billion. So the same principles that he's using, we're applying into a completely different industry in the coaching business. Now, it's not just him. Hormozi uses these principles as well, and he scaled this business to over $46 million, again, by working only on high leverage activities and cheating the system by doing what nobody else is doing. The same ideologies and concepts that Hormozi and McKinsey used still work to this day. So pay attention, and we will actually show you how to use them in 2024 for your own coaching or agency business. And this is unlike anything you've ever seen before. So pay attention, and we're just going to break down absolutely everything for you. Now, these are some results that we've been able to generate from this exact funnel. Nat Jongsala, he was doing well. He was making solid income with editing. And in the first 5 days, we established an offer that was worth 3K. We set up the infrastructure, and he made 45K in 24 days with high profit margins. Like, if you zoom in, you can actually look into the PIFs and the payments and all that stuff. We built out a whole sales team, and yeah, he was on track to hit 54K in the first month of launch. Chris is another one of my clients that used this exact funnel. He was making 3K a month, and we were able to help him scale up with the exact systems and infrastructures. And in our first 15 days, we built out his systems, hired a sales team, and we did 35K rev and 21K cash with pure outbound alone. And this is just acquisition systems and setters, right? Now, in the first 30 days of working together, we ended up doing 50K rev and $28,000 cash collected from the 3K he was previously doing before. So he almost 9x'd his business. Victor was doing 5 to 10K a month. He was doing well, but he was stuck at the 10K mark and just doing everything by himself. We implemented the systems and this exact funnel, and we helped him build a sales team that he could rely on by hiring the right talent, all that good stuff. And he was only working around 3 hours on the business, but he still got insane payments like this. I think the first week that we worked together, he did 8K cash and 22K rev. And so he basically made what he made in a month in a week. And yeah, just was insane. He did 24K cash collected and 36K rev in his third month working with us. Chris is also another one of the guys that implemented this system. And as you can see, just generating a lot of high ticket sales, 3K, packing out the calendar over there. I worked on this project with another group of guys, Yusuf and Malcolm, shout out them. But we were able to get some insane payments, 5K and multiple 6K days for the sales team. Now, just to note, this system thrives, especially if you already have clients, you're stuck in the 3 to 20K per month range, and you desire consistent acquisition. This isn't ideal for people that are selling low ticket products below 3K. But if you are considering shifting to a higher ticket coaching and just raising your prices, then keep on watching. In the next 20-30 minutes of this video, I'll be showing you the exact step-by-step and how each part of it works so you can implement it in your own business. You'll get the scaling strategies that I use as well and discover the 6 things that you need to implement to actually scale up your offer to multiple 5 figures. And most importantly, I want you to gain a new perspective on scaling your business by not doing the stupid things that you're doing in the past and learn how to actually work smarter. Now, what I want you to realize is the competition in the online coaching space is at an all-time high. Okay, this is an article written by an expert. The amount of online coaches in the space has doubled from 2019 to 2024. Look, everyone is being an online coach, everyone. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't actually implement the systems and you don't understand how to actually keep up with the trends and everything, you will get left behind. I know some guys that literally had to stop their business and go work a 9 to 5. And the reality is a lot of you are 3 bad months away from actually working a 9 to 5. You know, you guys are doing well right now, but when the industry is constantly evolving and the systems are changing and all the strategies are changing, you have to keep up to date. If you have 3 bad months in a row, you're not far off from working 9 to 5. And what I want you to do is realize that you cannot keep on using these outdated strategies. And this funnel and this video is designed for you to help you stay ahead of everyone and separate yourself from 99% of the competition so that you don't fall under the category as a commodity and just being looked at as one of those other coaches. All right. So real quick, why should you listen to me? my name is Sui. I'm from Malaysia, and I've gone into entrepreneurship as a result of sports actually. And so I was playing 5 different sports. I wanted to win in everything. I wanted to be the best. And so when I kind of discovered entrepreneurship, it was aligned with my work ethic, my personality, and it was just perfect for me. And so I started with appointment setting and mastering sales, and that taught me the ropes of sales in an online game, right? That's how I entered into the space. As you can see, I really love sales. I really love the sales, and I watched Wolf of Wall Street. I was inspired, and sales is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. But I eventually set so many calls where the business owners couldn't take them all, so I naturally became a closer where I closed my own lead. So I went from a setter to a closer, and this was the foundation of my online journey. Those 10-hour days in the trenches, grinding outreach and taking calls, I fucking loved it. All right, but soon I realized that I love sales, but it wasn't going to be the vehicle that was going to take me to those 20 to 30K months that I really wanted, unless I was in a really good offer, which was hard to find at that time. And so I quit that offer. I quit being a sales closer and a setter, and I became a growth partner, right? Growth operator, whatever you want to call it. And I actually partnered up with a bunch of coaches and took rev share in their business. And what I did was I leveraged my network to place talent into businesses, and soon enough, I was learning how to scale offers. And I would learn skills like managing a setter, building systems, crafting a VSL, creating good content, running paid ads, all that stuff. And within the first 10 clients I signed for this growth partner offer, we absolutely crushed it. 7 up of 10 clients hit record months in less than 60 days of working together, and we just killed it, right? And even though I was making good money, I was tired of doing slavery agency work for my clients, and I was just not getting paid what I was worth and treated like a tool. A lot of your agency guys will get that. And what I came to realize is that it was a necessary part in my journey, but I couldn't do another month because of how much work it demanded. So I switched, I took the skill set, created my own offer, and I created Consulting Mastery, which was a business incubator for coaching business doing 3 to 20K per month that want to scale up without working all day, and for agency owners that want to get out of the agency grind and work in a leveraged business model. And so what me and my team do now is we teach these business owners to utilize the leverage acquisition funnel, where the main premise is running paid ads, hiring the right talent. And so we fix the top of funnel problem, the lack of attention and leads with paid ads, and then the middle funnel with hiring talent, like outreach, appointment setting, content, and all that good stuff. So that's a bit about myself. But let's talk about you and why you've actually failed in the last few months that you've been running your online business, okay? What I want you to realize is that everything you've learned about business is wrong. You've been told to do outreach, post content every day, and just rely on volume. But I want to tell you that scaling a business is not all about volume. It's about hiring the right people to do the volume for you. And so all of these approaches from other gurus will actually burn you out and lead you to build a business that you fucking hate. And I know this because I talk to these guys every single day and I understand them. And so my goal with this video is to provide you a complete perspective change on how to run your business so you can work less, hire the right people, and get them to do the heavy lifting instead of you, which will allow you to actually enjoy the fruits of your labor and live the life that you want. Now, this is the leverage acquisition funnel that I'm talking about. It's very, very simple. There's 3 steps to it: paid traffic, content that sells, appointment setter, and a conversion mechanism. All right. Now, in order to actually implement this funnel, you need to go through this exact process step by step, and you can't miss it, which is why it's very, very important for you to watch the rest of the video. Everything works in correlation to one another. If you skip one part, then the whole funnel kind of breaks down. And so the first part is we're just dialing in the middle funnel. Okay, we dial in the middle funnel first, and then we dial in the top of funnel, and then we dial in the bottom of funnel right here. And so the middle funnel is by far the most important, which is why we dial in 3 things. And then we work on the top of funnel, and then we work on the bottom of funnel. This is by far the most profitable way to actually scale up your coaching business without wasting too much money and just getting as much cash in the door ASAP, basically. All right, so let's go through each and every step. So McKinsey's ideologies that are in the leverage acquisition funnel are the following. The first is actually finding the best talent to work for you. Second is working on high leverage activities only. Third is building systems to work for you. And fourth is dialing in your market research. Now, one of the first things that you should do in the entire funnel is actually do market research. Now, you may be wondering, is this a waste of time? You saying it's a waste of time is the exact reason why you're stuck where you are. And I used to think exactly like you, and I skipped this part, right? I thought that I knew my audience, I knew them, I knew how they're feeling, but I was so far wrong. And there's a reason why every big shot entrepreneur does an insane amount of research. Hormozi, Sam Ovens, the school game celebration, that is a perfect analogy of market research. And I know this because my guys, Manx and Fahad, we work with them and help them with high ticket offers and everything like that for their clients. They essentially went to school games with their client, Eddie Abu, and they told me that this whole event is just them, as Sam Ovens and Hormozi, just asking questions on what worked for you, what are the bottlenecks that you face with the platform, how can we make the product better, and just asking them about the product and how they can make it better and performing market research on the best performing students in the school games. Okay. Now, the reason why they do this is because, again, the product is extremely important. And how can they actually create a product that appeals to everybody? Okay? So ask yourself this, can you think exactly how they think? When you look at your prospects and when you look at your target audience, can you think exactly how they think? Can you understand their problems better than they can? Can you describe their problems better than they can? Can you feel the emotions they feel when they're stuck where they are? Why do they feel this way? How long has it been going for? And so these are all questions that you need to know at the back of your hand. And yeah, maybe you know a few surface level ones, but how do they actually feel? Do they feel like a failure? Do they feel like they're, letting their parents down? You need to get to the root of it and understand why they think the way that they think, the feelings that they have, and that will allow you to just speak to them, right? So the more you understand your market, the more you can speak to them, and the more you can actually create a better product, which is why every big shot entrepreneur like Hormozi, like Sam Evans, does market research. Now, once you do your market research, then the second thing I want you to do is create YouTube videos. Now, once you understand your market well, this is where you actually dial in your messaging, and your content should provide game-changing insights. And after they watch your video, they think, wow, this guy knows his shit, right? And the reason why we do this after market research is because you're going to understand things that you didn't understand before. You didn't understand why they felt this way, and then you just dig deep into that. And YouTubers like Iman Gadzhi do this extremely well, right? Their YouTube videos are extremely heavy on the pain point because Iman completely understands his target audience. He's done so much market research where he knows exactly what they're going to think. So you could spend all day scripting and posting talking head reels, but the truth is YouTube videos are the wave. They just build the most trust and they get the most high paying clients. And this is what will actually help you build real trust with your followers. Okay. In the 15 minutes you've listened to me so far, I built more trust with you than any of my reels ever could. And that's a fact. I know this because all the clients that pay me are from YouTube videos, right? And it'll just help you sell your program like hotcakes when you get good at YouTube. And with your new understanding of your market, your content will resonate more with your target audience and your prospect will feel completely understood and look at you as their savior. I'm not even kidding. Now, this helped me make 44K in 30 days without even having to sell. The prospects, the hopped on calls were just ready to pay me. Now, you may be wondering, do you need to post content to actually scale up? The answer is yes. Okay, the competition is at an all-time high, and if you still have 400 followers and you're posting lifestyle pictures and you have trash reels, you're a bum. Nobody's going to want to work with you. You can't charge more than $2,000 for your service because guess what? There's always going to be someone selling the exact same thing that you are, and you'll always be competing based on price. Creating a personal brand will allow you to separate yourself from the market, charge more money, and be an authority, and be someone that people actually want to work with. Okay? And if you create content, your potential clients won't compare you with everyone else. It's just a cheat code, especially if you understand them more than you understand your competitors. So once you're posting YouTube videos and our IG reels are doing well and the profile is getting more traffic and everything, what we're going to do is we're going to run retargeting ads to your Instagram. And this is a script of a retargeting ad that I use and that works well. It's very, very simple. You're just offering a freebie. Again, you have to do market research on what your audience actually wants. And so as you can see, I'm asking them, if you're struggling with XYZ, I have something for you. I want to give you the exact appointment setting scripts and frameworks, blah, blah, blah. And the perceived value is high because I said that helped Chris scale from 3K to 28K. I'll be sending you this Notion doc and I'll actually be showing them the doc and everything in the ad. And then DM me the word setting, I'll send it straight to your DMs. Okay, so I'm just getting conversations in the DMs. And the goal with this is to establish that first point of contact as soon as possible. And this will allow for prospects to open up more easily to you because they consume value from you and they've already DM'd you, right? And then you can just continue the conversation in DMs. By the way, is booking calls the main bottleneck for you right now, or is there something holding you back? And send more resources to help. Then you continue the conversation, you find out their pain points, and if it's a good fit, then you book them in for a call and you close them, right? Now, this is the first ad we'll actually run. And this is extremely cheap, so you don't have to worry about it. You only spend $10 for 7 days. You spend $70, you can get anywhere from 100 to 500 conversations in your DMs if you do this correctly, and you just get upfront cash as soon as possible. Now, this is the initial testing phase to see how well our middle funnel is converting with no risk on our end, and it prepares us for ads, but we don't spend more than $100. And so doing this specific thing will allow us to test ads without actually spending that much on a budget, and we'll get the data necessary to whether or not our middle funnel is strong, and if the conversions look good, then we know we won't lose money on paid ads. So you only spend really $70 to $100 to understand whether or not your content is good. If it's not good, then you download the content and then you run ads to a cold audience, and it's very, very hard for you to lose money at that point. All right. Now, once we've done that, I want you to create the VSL. The VSL is an extremely important long form video It's a sales asset that can literally generate you so much money. And so your followers will be nurtured by now. The VSL will take them from warm to hot leads that want to pay you. And pay attention. A VSL is meant to counter every single objection that your potential client has. And the way you want to do that is by listing out every single problem. And so let's say this video is literally going over my sales funnel, a sales funnel that you want to implement for your business that has worked for me. Right? And the way that I structured this video or this VSL is basically by noting down the questions that come in your head as the video goes on. And so your first question is, when you click on the video, what is the sales funnel exactly? Right? So I answer that. And then your next question is like, how do I know this works? I spammed with a bunch of case studies to start off. What type of results does this funnel deliver? I went over the client transformations that we went through. Do you have any proof? Yes, it's in the client transformation. What's in it for me? So after I've kind of answered these 4 questions, I go over what I cover in this video. I go over the strategies that you get, the 6-step process that I'll go through, the plug and play system, everything. And then the next question you probably have is like, who are you? Who are you to tell me that this stuff works for me? And then I go over my story and how I got to this point and why should I believe and trust you? Again, my case studies and everything. And so what makes you different from all the other offers I tried? I went over why, you've failed in the past and why this is different from anything else that you've ever tried. And so as you kind of have objections coming up in your head, I'm answering them one by one. And that's the basic of a good VSL. And that's the basic of long form content. The best way to actually script out content is not by just like writing out an entire script and reading it word for word, is by coming up with all of these questions that you can have as a prospect and then knowing how to answer each one in a structured format like this, or just going off the top of your head. But the point is, you need to be able to think like your prospect, which is why doing market research in the early stages is so important, because now we're understanding how they're thinking, what objections are they thinking of, all that stuff. This is like problem examples that I have for a VSL that I filmed recently, right? And it works extremely well because again, we understand our market. And so at this point, you should understand your market so well that you know exactly what they're going to think when they hear what you say. And so this is the VSL structure that I tell all my clients to use, and it works extremely well because we counter every single objection that they have as they come up. And that's the power of a strong VSL. We make it so hard for you to fail as a client. So it's very, very important to actually understand this whole thing. Now, if you're watching this video this far in, that means I got you hooked, right? You have conviction in the sales process and you know this can get you to where you want to go. Otherwise, you would have clicked off already. And pay attention to how you're feeling right now. If you think I'm bullshitting, you would have already clicked off the video, right? But if you're still watching this specific part in this video, that is proof that it works. And I'm breaking your limiting beliefs and instilling new beliefs. That is what a VSL does. And I need you to do that for your prospects, especially if you're B2C, because it's 10 times easier. Okay, B2B is way harder, which is why you have to really go into detail and talk about the systems and all that stuff. But if you have a B2C offer, it's extremely easy with a VSL. Now, what should be included? It's honestly really easy. The one thing I don't want you to do is follow the generic VSL flow and all that stuff. Now, your VSL should include the solutions and answers to all the problems and objections that your potential client will have. And at the end of a video, they should feel an insane amount of conviction that they want to work with you and will book in a call. I know this works because I've had multiple guys piff after they watch the entire VSL because I've already answered all their questions. I've already answered all their objections. They don't have any left. And so on the sales call, they're like, bro, I'm ready to buy. You don't need to pitch me. Like, I'm already ready. I've had sales calls like that because of my VSL. That's the power of a strong VSL. And the traffic to a great VSL will make you 6 figures in this online space if you do it right. And it doesn't just work for me. This exact VSL method helped Chris go from 3K to 50K rev in 30 days. So trust me, build a VSL. It's worth it. Now, the next thing I want you to do is I want you guys to run paid ads. Now, your middle of funnel is dialed in and we're converting more eyeballs into cash. Our conversion rate is much higher. What we're going to do is increase the amount of eyeballs on our page with paid traffic because our middle funnel is already dialed in. Okay. So organic content will never be enough. If I'm being completely honest, to build a real business, you need consistent views and eyeballs on your page. And trust me, it is the single fastest way to scale up. These 2 screenshots are from articles that I've read. This one says, in a world where social media platforms make their money from advertising, it is no surprise that these platforms want businesses like yours to pay for posts. While this is not exactly the case when these platforms first emerged, they've indeed all turned to pay-to-play platforms. Okay? So I don't know if you guys have realized, but organic is almost dead. It really is, unless you completely understand the game. And if you've been posting content for 3+ years and you just spend all day studying content, yes, you could go viral with organic and you don't need to spend a single cent on paid ads. Unless you're Devin Jatho or that unique guy that can just understands it and fully just gets it, that takes years to master that skill, then go ahead. But for 99% of us, we don't have the time to wait 3 years to master an organic marketing. We want results now, right? And That's where ads is just so useful because we can literally go viral at a snap of our finger. On Facebook, advertisers actually achieve a conversion rate of over 9%. And this is really, really good. It's really, really good. What I want you to understand is that Instagram and Facebook and all these platforms, they want you to win. They want you to make money with paid ads. They want to make it easier for you. And so why would you not do that? Why would you wait 2 years to try and go viral and post content every single day and, attract all these eyeballs for free when you can just pay your way to win? Just pay. The algorithm is changing. It's harder to go viral. It's harder to be organic because Instagram and Facebook, they want us to go run paid ads because that's how they make the most money. Unless you fully understand content like Devin and you've been studying it for 3 years and 4 years and you consistently go viral, then sure. But 99% of us are not at that point, and you need to, actually realize that. Put your ego aside and realize that. Okay? So let's introduce what is actual paid ads. Paid ads is creating an ad creative that is shown to your target audience, and it brings people down to your page and down your funnel. I will actually throw up a video of a paid ad that I filmed recently and just watch the entire video, and I'm going to break down every single part of it.
Your coaching business will die in the next 90 days if you're sending outreach messages to get clients. You're slowly killing your business and you'll never be able to scale with predictability or consistency. And that's why you're stuck with an empty calendar and you're constantly dealing with broke leads. Now you probably have an established offer, you're making 3 to 20K per month and you're posting good content, but you're struggling to still scale up. If that sounds like you, then drop me a follow and I'll show you how Chris went from inconsistent sales to signing 10 new high-ticket coaching clients in his first 30 days with our leveraged acquisition funnel. This is also how I helped Nat go from 14 to 92 book calls in his first month working together. Victor went from not knowing where his next client would come from to signing a client every 5 days. Rahul consistently generated high-ticket sales like this for his fitness offer as well, and Josh was able to charge 5 times more and build an offer that isn't a commodity in the fitness niche. All my clients did this while working less by using the leveraged acquisition funnel. They hired a growth specialist in their team and ran a simple ad like this to get inbound leads coming to them. I've worked with over 80 coaches, and this is by far the most profitable and consistent way to scale your coaching business. If you want to implement this strategy for yourself, drop me a follow, go through my content, and I'll show you how you can do it as well.
Now, that's a paid ad, all right? The entire premise of it is just to actually bring people of your target audience to look at your profile, look at your content, and just go down your funnel, all right? So isn't this super expensive? Not at all. If I'm going to be honest, if you follow my strategy so far, it's not going to be expensive because what you're doing is you're using money you've already made from the retargeting ads earlier, and you would have never had that money to begin with if you didn't do those retargeting ads, right? And let's say you didn't actually make any money. Building a real business means hiring talent, paying your team, paying for ads, and that all requires real money. Again, we're not trying to do outreach all day. We're trying to build a business that we love. It requires money. That's the one drawback of paid ads, but that's also a benefit, and I'll go through why it's a benefit in the future. But remember, we've already tested with retargeting, and so we all kind of already have a good idea of how well paid ads will work, and we probably won't lose money if retargeting worked for us. So all you do is just spend the money you made from the retargeting ads, ideally anywhere from 1 to 3K per month, to get thousands of ideal prospects looking at your page, going down your funnel, and guess what? You only need one guy to pay to make a return on investment. How easy is that? If you can't get one sale out of 10,000 ideal prospects going down your funnel, then you're just stupid, right? And so if it works, why isn't everyone doing it? It's simple. Everybody is still stuck on organic and everyone is scared to run paid ads because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. That is why nobody is running it and so few guys are teaching it. By the time people realize paid ads actually work, I promise you, it'll be the biggest lever to pull if you want to scale your coaching business. Biggest lever. And if you're still watching this video in 2024, it's still early for you. So please do not dwell on this because this has helped me and my clients generate a ridiculous amount of money. And it's just insane. Okay. It's genuinely an insane strategy that I need you to implement and just try it for yourself, honestly. Now you may be thinking, what if I lose money? Look, you will lose money at the start. That's how paid ads work. You pay first to see results, and that's what scares 99% of the population away. But that is exactly why you need to run paid ads as soon as possible. Literally nobody is leveraging this, but all the industry leaders are doing it, but they're just not telling you. And this is a secret that they're keeping from you, right? Look at Warrior Babe. Warrior Babe is a fitness coaching company. They help women get fit. They're spending multiple 6 figures per month and making over $3 million per month solely relying on paid ads. That is just one example. I'll go through more examples down the line. But nobody's willing to invest in the right systems, and that's why they spend all day doing outreach and stupid strategies, which is why they are stuck. Don't be one of those guys. Genuinely don't. You are running a business, and paid ads is one of the best calculated risks if you understand how to do it. And when you have a mentor by your side that understands it and a media buyer that's managed more than $10 million in ad spend, it doesn't become scary, which is why a ton of people come to us to help them run paid ads. They want to do it. They know it's a lever they need to pull, but they just don't understand it. And I've been able to build a team of paid ad specialists that just fully get it, fully understand what buttons to click, how to script their ad creative, how to edit it the right way and everything. And so it doesn't become scary at that point because you have handheld guidance. Now this initial phase is all about testing to see what really works, and it depends from market to market. I personally spent $500 and made 8.5K back in the first few days because I knew exactly what I was doing. But it does vary, and I'll not give you a straightforward answer on how much you need to spend because each person is different. But I can tell you, the more you understand your market, the more that you understand paid ads, and the more you understand creative marketing, the easier paid ads will be. The one thing I don't want you to get from this video is the dream, right? I don't want to sell you the dream, because this is not the one solution to fix everything. Your coaching business probably has a lot of problems in the middle of funnel, which is why you're not even converting sales in the first place. But if you do fix that, then it will amplify what is already working. So make sure there are no holes in the bucket when you actually run paid ads, because it's a waste of money if there's so many holes in your bucket and you're just pouring water and the water's just coming out everywhere. Okay? And guess what? The biggest info companies run paid traffic. Alex Hormozi, McKinsey, even though they have insane reach every single month, every single one of them runs paid ads. They have talent on their team and they're working smarter, right? If you think paid ads affect organic reach and not being able to go viral, that is a huge myth created by organic coaches, because look at Hormozi's engagement. I'm going to debunk this entire myth with this Loom video recording that I did a while back, all right? It's ridiculously easy. So look at all of the ads that Hormozi has filmed. It is a ridiculous amount. Look, he runs over 100 ads every single month. Look at this.
It's ridiculous, right? And look at his engagement on his Instagram. Do you think it affects his Instagram? Look, if your content is good, Instagram will push your content out no matter what. And Hormozi is living proof of that. Look at his YouTube as well. He's been getting higher views since he ran paid ads. It's a myth that was created from organic coaches. McKinsey as well, he runs a ton of ads, and guess what? His organic is at an all-time high. If anything, paid ads actually helps organic because it gets more of your followers that actually like the content that you're posting. All right? Don't be stupid and fall in the trap of doing just organic. Run paid ads. Okay, for the love of God, run paid ads. Now, these are a few conversion mechanisms, right? Now that we have the top of funnel, paid ads is doing well, and the middle funnel dialed in, our VSL, YouTube, and our center dialed in, this is where we're going to make some serious cash. You're going to experience a ton of inbounds, and when you do story strategy sequences and all that, you need a way to actually handle all these leads, okay? And so you need to build out DM scripts and structures for everything. Whether it's an inbound, whether it's an outbound, post-booking script, freebie script, inbound ads, everything. If you have a closer, then you need to have a sales script, receiving payment, resources, his workflow, his systems, everything. And so that's what you need to build. And when you have the right scripts and everything and the frameworks, you have what it takes to hit it out the park. And so what I need you to do is I want you to analyze data. Look at successful conversations in the past, compile them in a database, and then look for patterns and why each message works and why this message was left unseen. And you analyze the entire appointment setting. It's an art. Appointment setting is an art. Everyone thinks it's easy, but there's a reason why people leave you unread. There's a people why people answer more to this question and whatever. You need to understand that and just compile all the data. And so doing this, you'll figure out exactly how to craft the perfect script without being too salesy and pitchy to get someone on the call. And so you leave none of it up to luck and you use data. Now, clients that work with us actually get this exact database and the exact scripts for their niche that have been proven and tested time and time again for over 2 years. And I'll show you real quick. We have successful conversations for specific niches. So let's say a Make Money Online coach joins and his setter is, not doing well. What we'll do is we'll send him all of this stuff and he'll be able to analyze all of these scripts and everything on the Make Money Online niche. Same with the fitness niche, same with dating niche, relationships. And so there's no reason why the setter that you bring to us can't book more calls than you're currently booking, because we have all of the data on why this call booked and why this call didn't and everything. We analyze the text with your setter. So we make it extremely easy. It's a long process, but it's completely worth it. So you may be wondering, are there more results to actually back up your claims and prove that this funnel works? I have over 4 stacks of story highlights that are filled to the brim. And when I mean filled, I mean filled. A lot of guys, they have story highlights and it's like, you can see at the top that it's not actually filled. Go ahead and look at my IG at Suiga. Look at clients 1, clients 2, clients 3, and clients 4. They are filled to the brim. Like that means that there's over 100 story highlights in each story highlight. And I have the best results in the market. There's a client winning every single day, and it's not by accident. These are a few sales that my clients have generated inside the community. Patrick with 2K cash collected. This is around 3K USD, 4K rev. Rahul with 6K payments coming in, all that stuff, 1.5K. Sky with killing as well with over 14K in just like the span of 5 days, which is insane, right? Rahul with another stuff like that. Sky with more wins. Victor with 6,000 pounds. Fahad and Manx with $3,000, $6,000 in a day. This is what we do. Okay. And if you look at our Discord, there's so many people winning. Look at the dates. This is today, right? This is today. Victor with, I think 4K cash collected today. This is today. This is yesterday. This is day before yesterday. There's a win every day, and I'm not exaggerating. I'm showing you live what our actual Discord looks like. You can see everyone is winning. There's a leaderboard where we give prizes out to the winners. Rahul, we gave him like a bunch of prizes for reaching first place last year, right? There's a win almost every single day. This is what it takes to win, and you need to be surrounded by the community that always wins, and that's why they've been able to generate such results. And obviously, this funnel works extremely well. And so how quickly will this work? Honestly, if you implement the system, this could work in 3 to 4 months. And if you work with us, we are going to transform your business into a machine. Depending on how fast you go, you can actually get this done as soon as like 1 or 2 months. I've had guys come in, they work like a horse, and they get this shit done in 1 or 2 months. And those guys are the guys that get payments like Victor, 6,000 pounds, right? They get payments like Sky, all that stuff. And so you guys are probably wondering, it's a lot of stuff to work with. Can I get help from you? Now, if you want to build a high leverage business that consistently gets you 10 to 20 new clients every single month with our exact systems and paid traffic, without you having to send hundreds of cold outreach every day, without being burned out because you're doing everything yourself, and without having to do trial and error to see what works, then what I want you to do is I want you to book in a free strategy call with me and my team. This call is actually with me personally, and I'll be showing you the roadmap you need to take to scale. And if it's a good fit, then we'll work together. If not, worst case scenario, you leave the call with a bunch of insights and a new perspective on what you need to do to scale your coaching business. It's a win-win because we either partner up or you get a roadmap on what you need to do and a new perspective on how to change your coaching business and scale it up. All right. So how much does it cost? It is a multiple 4-figure investment. The minimum budget for the payment plan for my program is $3,000. So if you don't have that, then please do not book in a call. I don't want unserious people. I want you to genuinely be ready if we do accept you inside the program. Now, is there a money back guarantee? Yes, we do have a money back guarantee. If you don't add an extra $10,000 to your business revenue in 4 months of working together, then you don't pay. I'll send you a full refund and I'll send you $1,000 for wasting your time. Okay. That is how confident we are in this program. So if you're actually serious about scaling your coaching business, then scroll down below, book in a call, speak with me one-on-one. And yeah, I'm just excited to talk to you guys. If you're not, no worries. Consume more of my content. It's going to help out with perspective changes, insights, and just implementing systems that allow you to scale up for free. And when you eventually are ready, when you eventually do have the budget and you feel like we can take you from A to B, then do hit us up. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.